Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. So today I'm going to talk about my MacBook Pro as promised earlier. I will also talk about the iPad Pro that I had bought I think last year end of the year around November or so. And the MacBook Pro that I bought was sometime in 2018 during September, maybe, I think, as part of the teacher students discount program. There was an offer going on, and I did pick up the 2018 MacBook Pro model. And I should say I was really happy with the performance of the MacBook Pro. And after using the MacBook Pro, considering that I am predominantly a Windows user, I should say that my experience with the MacBook Pro so far has been really good. The MacBook Pro, the operating system as such, the Mac OS, which is currently, I think, the Catalina. So it has been really stable and rock solid. And I have never experienced sort of a sluggish behavior or a hang issue as such. So I've been extremely satisfied with the usage of the MacBook as such. So this is the MacBook that I'm using currently. Let me just show it to you. So this is the one which I'm talking about. Let me see if I can bring it to focus. So this is the one which I'm currently utilizing. So as I have shown earlier, so this is basically a case that I have applied on the MacBook Pro, and this particular case is really has aged really well. It's been almost 2 years now, and this still is protecting shielding the MacBook Pro from any damages whatsoever. And the other part that I would like to show you here is that as you can see, there is a keyboard protector over here which I am utilizing, as you can see here. So this is the keyboard protector which I am utilizing. So the keyboard protector really I think plays a very important role, especially considering that there have been some users have reported the keyboard issues as such with the 2018 or the 2017 model of the MacBook Pro. So this particular keyboard makes sure that there is no dirt that is getting into the MacBook and because of that there should not arise any issues with the keyboard as such. And the other aspect is this particular screen guard that I have installed on the MacBook Pro screen. As you can see, that's the screen guard that I have installed over there. So there are really good speakers, stereo speakers on both the sides, and the touch bar also, when you utilize it for some of the applications, the context sensitive icons that are shown on the touch bar are quite useful, especially when you are doing editing. So coming to the editing use case, I am utilizing the free software given by the macOS, which is called the iMovie, and that has been really comfortable. I've been really comfortable and been able to rig up some really good graphics in terms of showing the titles and the sidebars and so on my videos, if you have observed of late. So the quality of the production and also the color corrections that you can do on the iMovie are really good. And as of now, I don't think that I need to purchase any other software like the FCP or the Final Cut Pro X because I am mostly an occasional video editor, and also, as you can see, my YouTube upload frequency is also not very high, as you all know, because I am a professional who working for a company, and this is just a sort of a hobby for me. I do it for my own passion. So that's the background about my YouTube videos and so on. So of late I have seen that some of my tech videos have done really well, especially the projector related videos and so on. So I will see to it that if there are more interesting stuff that I come across in terms of the tech part of the content, I will make some valuable informational videos for you. So that was all about my experience with the MacBook Pro. So I have installed all of the Microsoft related Microsoft Office 365 software on it. I have installed the Adobe suite of products, Adobe Creative Cloud, and through that I have installed all the other Adobe Premiere Pro CC and the Adobe Photoshop CC and so on. So all of these software I predominantly utilize on my MacBook Pro. Apart from that, some of the other stuff that I have done is mostly Visual Studio, which I use it as part of my professional work. Visual Studio, some of the other IDE, I think there is one called the Xcode, which is the native IDE on MacBook for iOS app development, and also I think you can also develop other stuff on it, which I need to explore further. So the Oracle VM VirtualBox, of course, you can install on the MacBook Pro as well. So you basically name it, you get any application which you use to utilize on your Windows based operating system. You can get a alternative one or the equivalent one on the MacBook Pro as well. So from that perspective, there is definitely not an issue, and you will be able to enjoy the experience on the MacBook Pro in terms of utilizing all of the necessary software that you need. In fact, you will notice that there is definitely a greater level of user experience and also the robustness or stability of the application overall compared to the Windows counterpart of the software. So that was my review about the MacBook Pro. The keyboard, of course, as you all know, there were some issues that were reported in 2018. I was aware of that. So this was one, I think in 2017, that was the first version. This is the 2018 version. They went with the butterfly keyboard mechanism, and it received a lot of flack. And this is the second generation of the MacBook Pro, which was released later, but they still went with the butterfly mechanism itself. And now I think in the 2020 version, they have released it with the traditional scissor hand based keyboard mechanism. So but still I kind of got adjusted to the key travel, the minimum amount of key travel whatever it provides, and also I do not use it without this keyboard skin or the keyboard protector. So because of that, I get much higher key travel compared to using it with the bare bones keyboard. So that was my review about the MacBook Pro usage. So let me quickly show you my desk setup in terms of how I am utilizing it. Let me show you. These are some of the accessories that you have to buy. Those things also I will just show it to you now, because as you all know, the MacBook Pro does not have the traditional USB ports. So it has the Thunderbolt USB-C ports, and you have to have an USB adapter or the USB dongles. You have to live a sort of a dongle life, unfortunately, but the look and feel is quite clean and neat. And the size of the MacBook Pro is also considerably, it got reduced because of all of these changes, and because of this new the earlier one previous generation, the butterfly keyboard mechanism. One of the intent was of the Apple engineers was to make the MacBook size as smaller, as thinner as possible. They succeeded in that, but had to compromise on the keyboard part of it, which they seem to have fixed it. Keyboard, the escape key, there's no physical key for the escape key, so that was another drawback which users felt, and was and it received quite a lot of flack from the users. Aspect which was improved in the new 2020 model. As you can see, that's the touch bar that came up. It's just booting up. So this is how it looks like when it is booted. As you can see, that's the touch bar coming up. So if you press this, let me just see. Yeah, so as you can see, it's all booting up. So this is my Bluetooth keyboard, the Bluetooth mouse that I'm using. See, the update just got installed and it had restarted. to install those updates. It just says another update just came about. So this is a Bluetooth Logitech mouse that I'm using. This is the other gadget that I again have purchased. I haven't been able to make an unboxing video for those. So as you can see, this particular Bluetooth mouse is hassle-free kind of, because you don't need to connect a separate dongle. It just connects through the Bluetooth connection. It has these additional keys functionalities where you will be able to side scroll by pressing this particular button over here. If you click this and then if you move around, you will be able to side scroll. And then this particular keys, the scroll bar on the left and right, if you press this, you will be able to assign multiple operations for each of these to be, for example, the browser back button you can assign, or forward you can assign, and so on. So this is basically the driver for that, which got loaded when it rebooted. So that's about it. And I have connected a dual monitor setup. So as you can see, this is the other monitor which I'm using. It's a HP monitor. It's a full HD monitor that I'm using. And the other day, I think I did not show you a couple of other things. So as you can see, there is this PlayStation Pro 4 model over here that I have installed, which is kept over here, as you can see over there. And some of the connectors, the controllers, I have two controllers. One is this black one, and this is the other one. This is the red one. And I used to game a lot last year, but I don't do that much as of now. And this is the other gadget that I have purchased, the Samsung the earbuds, the first generation one. The second generation one is out now. So let me see if I can unbox it with a single hand. Yes, this is the one. As you can see, this I was using it predominantly when I was going to office on a daily basis, and now, as you all know, because of the situation, so we are mostly working from home. But nevertheless, when I'm working out, I still continue to utilize this particular Samsung earbuds, and that's the one. The other gadget that I have purchased is this particular Fossil Generation 5 smartwatch, as you can see. So that's a Facer watch face that is there. It looks quite fancy. So this is the other one, the gadget. I'll make a dedicated video on this sometime later. So as I said, I bought this particular MacBook Pro a while ago, and even this iPad Pro a while ago, before all of this situation happened, as you know. So I will basically be showing you some glimpses or some clips of unboxing those when I had purchased them. So do enjoy it. Thanks a lot.
Hi, Mac unboxing. Wait, is that MacBook?
Hello.
Wow, that's the MacBook, guys. Itko. Photo ತೆಗಿತೀನಿ. It's amazing. That's all.
ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ಕೊತ್ತಲ್ಲ
ಫೋಟೋನ ಕ್ಲಿಕ್ ಮಾಡು ಒಂದು
ಮಾಡಿದೆ.
ಕ್ಲಿಕ್ ಮಾಡು.
ಮತ್ತೆ ಮಾಡು ಮತ್ತೆ. The MacBook Pro. I don't think it's Pro, but
ಇದ್ರಲ್ಲಿ ನಮ್ಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗ್ತದೆ ಯಾವಾಗ ಅಂತ ಮ್ಯಾನುಫ್ಯಾಕ್ಚರಿಂಗ್ 2017 ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ಸ್ಪೆಸಿಫಿಕೇಶನ್ 3.3 nothing but just 2.3 quad core ಮುಂಚೆ ಬಂದು ಡ್ಯುಯಲ್ ಕೋರ್
the iPhone
2017 ಸಹ ಡ್ಯುಯಲ್ ಕೋರ್
ಇವಾಗ 20
quad core 8 GB RAM
ಖಂಡಿತ ಕಳಿಸ್ತೀನಿ.
ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ ಮ್ಯಾನೇಜರ್
ಇಲ್ಲ ಇಲ್ಲ
ರಿಲೀಸ್ ಜವಾಬ್ದಾರಿ ಅಂತ.
ಇಲ್ಲ ಇಲ್ಲ ಕಳಿಸ್ತೀನಿ. ಇಲ್ಲ ಇಲ್ಲ ಅವ್ರಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ಅವ್ರು ಕಳಿಸ್ಕೊಡ್ತಾರೆ.
But get the card and pen, man.
ತೋರಿಸು ಹತ್ರದಿಂದ.
The MacBook.
This is my MacBook.
The MacBook. Okay, one second.
ಇವತ್ತು ಬೆಳಿಗ್ಗೆ ಬಂದಿದ್ದಷ್ಟೇ
ಇವತ್ತೇ ಬಂದಿರೋದು ಬೆಳಿಗ್ಗೆ.
ಹೊಸ ಕನ್ಸೈನ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಇದಕ್ಕೆ ನಮ್ಮ
ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ಬಟ್ ಖಾಲಿ ಆಗಿದೆ, ಹೊಸದು ಇವಾಗ ಬಂತು.
ತುಂಬ ನಾವು ಸ್ಟಾಪ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ವಿ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಪರ್ಚೇಸ್. ಇದು ನಮ್ಮ ಕಾರ್ಡ್ಸ್.
ಓಕೆನಾ, ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೆ ರೆಕಾರ್ಡ್.
Oh my god. Wow.
ಹತ್ತರಿಂದ ಸ್ವಿಚ್ ಆನ್.
ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಹೊಸ ಮ್ಯಾಕ್ಬುಕ್ಸ್ ಫ್ರಮ್ ಆಫ್ಟರ್ 2017
ಓಕೆ.
ಇಟ್ ಲಾಂಚ್ ಬೈ ಇಟ್ ಸೆಲ್ಫ್.
ಸ್ವಿಚ್ ಆನ್ ಬೈ ಇಟ್ ಸೆಲ್ಫ್. ಆಪಲ್ ಲೋಗೋ ತೋರಿಸಿ. ಇದು ಮುಖ ಯಾರು ನೋಡೋಕ್ಕೆ ಇಷ್ಟಪಡಲ್ಲ, ಮ್ಯಾಕ್ಬುಕ್ ನೋಡೋಕ್ಕೆ ಇಷ್ಟಪಡಲ್ಲ. Setting up my MacBook for the first time.
It's a MacBook Pro.
Touch Bar edition.
Beats. It's heavy when Ooh, it's amazing.
So that was all about the gadget updates for now, guys. So these are the things that I can make more detailed videos about each one of them maybe sometime later in the future, but that's all from my side. You guys take care, so be safe and take caution. That's all I can say to my dear subscribers. Thanks a lot for tuning into my channel. Do subscribe if you haven't already. Thanks a lot. Bye bye.